Hello, hello, hello. All right. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in again. What floor are we on, dude?
18.
I'm on the edge of my
18.
fucking seat. Like, this is just crazy.
Up there, bro.
Yeah.
If you wanna pan the camera over,
That's kind
it's a
of.
long way up.
And it's also a long way down. Let's get straight into it. I'm with.
Let's just stay strapped in on this level.
Yeah,
No
right.
one falling over.
No one
tonight.
falling over. Yeah. Who am I with today? State
You're
your
with
name.
Axial Music. Born
Axial
and
Music.
raised Atlanta, Georgia, baby. Let's go.
Nice. How'd you get into DJing?
Originally I started producing music when I was 15 years old, and it was mostly rap music and stuff like that. I have a few features with guys like Ghost like Casper and a lot of Baltimore guys. But eventually I started transitioning into house as I got into like probably about like junior senior year of high school when I was like 17, 18, and I switched over my producing DAW from FL to Ableton, and ever since then it's just been like straight house, especially deep house. But I really just started DJing 2 years ago. Shout out DJ Aladdin, puts me on with most of my stuff. That's the guy right there, best DJ in Atlanta. Tap in with him. I'm telling you, he's the guy. But yeah, I've really just been going hard on it for like probably the last year and a half, I would say.
Gotcha. Shout out DJ Aladdin. I'm gonna hit you with a double doozy here. What inspired the transition from hip hop to house? Also, what inspired the transition from FL to Ableton?
Uh, from hip hop to house, I would for sure say would be heavily involved with the festival culture. I really started attending festivals probably about like 3 years ago, starting with Bonnaroo as my first one, and like I realized that these huge DJs, shit like that, guys who have like huge names, they're really just producers who know how to work a DDJ or a CDJ or some shit. So I was like, why am I letting all these rappers take all the credit for the work that I'm doing? Fuck that. I'm gonna start making house music, take it for myself. So it's really just like, not to say like a glory thing, but like it's definitely like just to get my name out there. I think it's the best way to go. And mark my words right now, house music is the music of the future.
Marcus motherfucking words. Can I cuss on here? I don't know. I'm still getting used to the camera. I can cuss. Marcus motherfucking words. House music is the music of the future.
I think we can say it this time.
Absolutely. So we mentioned a few pieces of key equipment. I'm going to segue into the next question here. We did notice that you were on a new piece of gear. Can you go into your transition to what you got now and how you're liking it?
Yeah, so initially all I really ever used was a DDJ SRX, which was a Serato exclusive platform, but all my flash drives, they were made with record box playlists. So like I wasn't able to mix record box on that controller and like was only able to use it when I was in places with CDJs. So I was just like, it was difficult living two lives between Serato and Rekordbox, which I will say, Rekordbox supremacy. If anyone doesn't know that, know that. If
Know
you're
it.
using Serato, delete that shit. Download Rekordbox right now. If your controller lets it, do it. But I would say the transition from that to a Flex 10, which I'm now using as my personal controller, I mean, it's insane. That thing's just a baby CDJ, to be honest.
Interesting. Yeah, you mentioned during your set that you were able to pull off certain transitions. How long did it take to kind of get familiar with the Flex 10?
I would say it was definitely one night with a lot of tequila involved, and we figured it out. But fun time, great board, highly recommend.
Wow. One night. It's fucking impressive. I love that. I love that. I love that. How much money would it take you to quit your job and DJ full time?
Uh, 10 grand.
What?
10 grand.
In this economy.
In this economy, 10 grand.
What?
10 G's right now. Mark Cuban, invest. I'm telling you.
Holy shit.
I'm turning that 10 into a legacy.
Right. That's
No, I'm
great.
good. I saw that. Yeah.
Whoa. If you're seeing this, give Lecker 10K, give Axial 10K. They'll make it happen. They'll change the world. That's crazy. All right, so we got new questions about DJ etiquette. We want to run one by you.
course,
Let's say you just
course.
played a set. How long are you staying to hang out to support the other DJs?
Minimum 30 minutes. If you don't stay for at least like the introduction into like the first surge of the next DJ set, then like I don't want to call you an asshole, but like you're not being a nice guy. Like that venue is not gonna love you that much. I would say at least stay 30 minutes, but like at the end of the day, it's a job. Do your job, enjoy the club after. We work in places where we're supposed to be like enjoying ourselves. After you're done with your set, enjoy the environment, talk to people, make connections. It's the entire DJ industry. It's like 30% skill, 70% networking. It's absurd. But I would say minimum 30 minutes.
So you have experience throwing shows. You do a lot of stuff at Park Tavern. That's kind of how we started getting into things. Can you dive into, throwing shows, networking, getting the culture involved and what we can do better for Atlanta in terms of EDM, house, stuff like that?
Yeah, for sure. So I've really been throwing shows since like I would say like high school, to be honest. Like the first set I really played in front of like a larger crowd was like in my fucking basement, like 60 of my friends there, like type of stuff. But like recently it's been upgraded. Shout out to Core Entertainment, Core ATL. That's the brand headed by me and a few of my good associates. But but yeah, man.
I noticed you didn't say friends. You said associates. So what's
No,
going
no,
on?
they're good friends.
All right, they're good friends. They're good
but,
friends.
But you gotta keep the business in mind. You gotta like that's the thing with throwing events. Like a lot of people treat it like it's throwing a party. It's a job. Like you gotta look at it with a professional sense. Go at it with a professional sense. And like when you're in the action of throwing it, that's not when you could like lay back like drink, smoke a joint. That's when you like lock in, and that's when magic happens. But shout out Core ATL. That's the brand. I'm the creative director over there, and I also work in artist outreach with and all that. Big stuff coming up. Not all in house too. So for my rap fans out there, just know we got some stuff coming up. But yeah, man, throwing events is important.
So you played a lot of heaters in your set, some of which you mentioned to us that we should just go ahead and download, get it on the USB. Can you run through some of those tracks and why?
All right, so the first one I'll start with is This Time. You Need It. Look it up, Shazam it in my set. I don't quite remember the artist name. I'm bad with names, I can't lie, but scrub over that. But This Time, it's in my set, the best song of the year, without a doubt. But to be honest, a good amount of my inspiration with my playlist, my crates, and my own personal music really roots from the Eastern European culture with guys like Hot Since '82 and like Chris Luno, shit like that. I really try to model my game or my sound to be acceptable almost globally. And the deep house sound is coming to Atlanta, but I'm gonna be the guy that drives that shit. I'm telling you right now, market.
Market. How do you keep up with new trends in the music industry?
Honestly, best advice is just like listen to sets. Know who's like kind of leading the game right now. Everyone has a favorite DJ, and a lot of people's favorite DJs are the same 12, like 15 DJs. Listen to their sets when they're dropping new shit. See what they're doing. And another huge thing is just social platforms. Really, like if you're not on it, like fucking even like shit like TikTok, there's so many ways to find new songs and to kind of keep up with like where the music industry and where the culture of music is going. You just gotta kind of tap in with it.
That's a good answer. What's something you hated as a kid that you now enjoy as an adult?
I'm gonna try not to piss off my mom here.
Piss her off. We need the content, dude. Piss her off. Come on, fuck it.
No, I'll say dad rock. I really like shit like the Rolling Stones or like yacht rock, shit like that.
Shit, we're canceled, dude.
Like
Pound it. Fucking pound it. We're canceled. Fuck the Rolling Stones. Fuck it.
No,
I don't
no,
know.
no, no. When I was a kid, I like hated that shit. I just found all the music so like repetitive and almost like grungy. But like, I would say over the past like probably 6 years, that shit's it's been beautiful. I mean, you heard tonight. I mean, I throw it in a Doors remix. I throw it in a Pink Floyd remix. If y'all caught that, it was a little bit on the low, but like, listen closely, it's in there. But yeah, dad rock. It grew on me, but initially hated that shit.
That's a solid answer, definitely. What are some challenges you faced in the music industry, and can you explain kind of how you overcame them?
I the biggest challenge I would say is media outreach. One thing I've always kind of said to all the people that are close to me is like I'm not an influencer, I'm a DJ and a producer. So like doing the whole content game and everything like that, it really is vital in today's environment. But that's definitely my biggest struggle right now, which I've been trying to work on a bit. But you really just gotta start recording everything. Like whenever you're practicing, record that. Whenever you're like cooking a track up, like screen record it. It's just you gotta get everything on film in a digital world.
It's very true. Any shout outs?
Once again, DJ Aladdin, Greek Fest, and Air Max, DJ Air Max, the boys from Athens. They're nice with it. Gotta give a shout out to Big Stacks. If you know about it, you know about it. And hi, mom.
Hello. Any upcoming shows, projects, anything else you want the people to know?
Yeah, Groundhog's Day. I will be at the University of Georgia at a to be determined location or to be disclosed location, I should say.
You said Groundhog's Day? Is that like is that a venue?
I
or-
believe. Hold on, let me check what day it is real quick.
Groundhog's Day?
It is February 2nd, the University of Georgia. Axial is coming. Just know.
Nice.
Further details to be announced.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap up.
Beautiful.
That's the interview.
What a
Right there. Get
What a
me off
night.
this balcony. What the fuck is Groundhog's Day? Wait, I thought you were talking about a venue, like a.
No, like Groundhog's Day. Do you not know what Groundhog's Day is?
Dude, so Groundhog Day is when a groundhog either comes out or stays in and see if it's gonna be a long winter or a short winter.
Okay.
Groundhog's Day.
All right.
I'm gonna be wearing a Groundhog's onesie. That's just gonna
Wow.
be
All
crazy.
right.
Isn't Bucky the groundhog?
He-
Or is it a beaver?
No, he's a beaver.
Shout out
He's a
Bucky the
beaver.
groundhog.
For real though.